You're watching Ghosthunter Wales. Tonight we've come to this little pub which is between Carnarvon and Bangor in North Wales, and it's the first group meeting of Ghosthunter Wales, where tonight you'll get to meet the paranormal investigation team and the group members also. Plus also my paranormal investigator in Beaconsfield has caught some EVPs which we believe to be that of Ruth, Ellis and David Blakely. We'll be listening to that tonight as well for the first time. So I'll join you again inside once everybody's arrived. Right, welcome to the first meeting for Ghosthunter Wales. We'll introduce you to the team first off, I think. Not that I'm any good with names and faces, so we have Becky.
Hello.
We have Lulu. Is it Lulu or can we call you Lou?
Call me whatever. Lou.
Okay, well we'll go.
I answer to most
Sounds like a
things, to be
toilet.
fair.
We'll go for Lou tonight. Deckard. Catherine. Darren North. I've got Darren down as being subject to transport, but obviously we've discussed the transport issue, so Darren should be part of the main team. Then we've got Darfel here, who's in as a reserve because she works shifts.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, and then we've got Stephanie, who can't be with us tonight. She's also in as a reserve. Yeah. Now I've got questions for 4 of you, starting with Darfel. when I first posted about getting the team together, you said you were intrigued.
Yeah.
So are you a skeptic or are you a believer, or?
No, I'm a believer.
You are a believer?
Yes,
yeah.
yes, definitely.
Okay, I wondered, I don't know anybody else feels, but personally I wouldn't be bothered if we had a non-believer amongst us. If anything, I think it could give us objective criticism when I'm out in the field.
Would it help if
You know,
I'm
I
half
don't
and
look
half?
at it as
Yeah,
belief.
to me it
It's
can
like
be
you know or you
helpful.
don't.
Yeah.
Because you know, if we all hear
That's
something,
right.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
yeah, if we all,
Not necessarily a spirit.
yeah, if we're all
Yeah.
if we're all firm believers, then we're all gonna.
No.
If there's somebody there that's, oh no, that was a cat, that was a bird, whatever, it will just help us be a little bit objective, which
And not all entities are spirits either. There's a reason for it. I'll tell you about it later, Ruth.
Yeah.
right. And then I come to Catherine, if I may. You
Yes.
said something about having a good understanding about ghost hunting.
Yes.
Could you explain that for us?
Well, when I was young, I actually saw spirits,
right.
and I could still hear them every now and again.
Okay.
And my first one I saw when I was only about 5, and I was in my bedroom. I was waking up, and I saw a man walking into my room. So automatically, half asleep, I thought it was my father. And me being silly, I thought I'm going to scare him. And I heard him walk to the bed. He pushed the mattress out, and I went, "Boo!" and there was nothing there at all. I ran through to my mum, shouting, "Mum, Dad's in my room." And my dad was fast asleep, snoring his head off. Then automatically I said, "Oh, it's my brother then, he must have come in my room. Your brother's been in 3 o'clock, he's fast asleep, there's no way."
Yeah.
Then 2 years later, I found a picture of my grandmother's husband, and he was the man I remember
He was
seeing,
looking at you.
coming into my room.
Yeah, checking you out.
Right.
Exactly. And I do believe in spirits,
Okay.
because there's no other way to
Yeah.
to explain things. And I have heard a lot of things, and I have experienced a lot of things too.
Yeah, well, I've experienced it in my time as well. And another subject I wanted to touch on was fear. I mean, I'm not fearless. Yeah. I've fled buildings before. Yeah.
It's the comprehension of it.
Yeah.
You can
One
see
place I even moved out of because the activity was so bad. Yeah. So I don't think any of us are fearless. Yeah. So I'd just like to think that when we're out on an investigation, if one of us feel a little bit, we need to step outside for 5 minutes.
You might want to let me join you then, because I ain't afraid one bit.
No,
I had this scary as hell shit, this woman, you know, Dad trying to pull me out on my bed, and I just got on him. How dare you? And I was so angry, yeah, and the spirit just went away, and I never ever had it again.
Apparently they respect it.
Yeah. Oh, I
They
was
do
just
respect
angry
boundaries
with
when
what
somebody's-
Well, they're
they
just
were doing-
people after all.
they were trying to do
That's
to
all
me.
they are.
So it's like, you know,
Yeah.
don't you flipping do that to me.
Apparently they do respect it, but obviously there may be a time when one of us feels a little bit, you know, so I would like to think that as a group we can come together and support each other on that, yeah. Lou, was it, I don't know if I've got the right, was it you that had the video on the two little girls in the oars?
No, that's
Mine.
Becky.
That was
That's
yours,
mine,
was it?
yeah.
And you say they talked to somebody that's not
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah. Is this something we could investigate if we felt? Would you be up for that, or?
I don't know because it doesn't happen all the time.
Children see things we can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Oh.
happening a lot a couple of months ago with my youngest. You were there.
She's sleepwalking.
She's
yeah.
walking around her bedroom.
She does it in my house.
She does odd things and she talks to somebody mumbling that I can't see. She can obviously see something, but
But
I
she
can't.
can see them, definitely. They're there.
But it doesn't happen often.
Right.
And I don't know if it's happening when I'm having a hard time with something
Yeah.
and they're just coming to comfort
Yeah, you don't know what's
the girls.
sparking
So
it. Yeah.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah. Give it some thought.
Yeah.
But obviously that's a situation where it wouldn't warrant a full team. Yeah. Somebody with a camera and an EVP recording would be enough for that.
You just
Yeah.
leave a
Yeah.
camera in the bedroom.
You know.
I'm
so-
very big sure I'm not there then. No one wants to hear our conversations.
Have you ever had any like actual footage on video? Or
We've got one.
Yeah.
We've got one.
We've got this.
We've got it on disc.
This
We've got it the horseshoe.
Yeah, this all came about out of shop in Bangor, and the CCTV was capturing stuff that we couldn't explain. Yeah. So I put
The flying creature was the worst one.
I put the video onto YouTube to see if we could get some
That was weird.
feedback?
feedback. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there has been feedback, but nobody yet has been able to say
Yeah.
this is that.
I
Yeah.
put the disc out to about half a dozen people and they can't explain it. Some of them are saying it's feathers, or papers, it's not. No, because you can see through it and it changes shape.
And the thing is, it's got a direct path though.
Yeah.
If it was a
It is
feather,
what it
it
is.
slowly goes
Yeah,
around.
this has got a
But
direct
this
path.
one's got a direct path.
Yeah.
It knows where it's going.
Yeah, it's, you can tell it's
Yeah.
a person walking, and you can see the side of there.
Yeah.
It's a woman. The side of there, that part of the shoulder, and the side of the face, but it changes shape.
Yeah.
And what it is, it's an entity, but most of it is depleted.
Yeah,
She's
exactly.
been doing it that long, and it's changed into like a seahorse shape, and then it changes shape, going near the fireplace, comes back, goes to the toilet, and changes shape again.
It's like a deteriorated
Yeah.
image.
And then the video cuts out. Yeah, deteriorated image. Yeah.
Right. I've got Becky next, but I got you the wrong way round. It's actually Lou. Yours was the This is your pub. You got a ghost here.
Oh, more than one.
Yeah, it's ancient. This place. I can feel it.
Do you know what? They mustn't be bad spirits because I can't feel anything.
They were in
like,
them days. They damn
you know.
He is
There's
So-
3 down here that I know of, and
Well, they must be all right
is
because
Is he
I'm
an-
like I'm
definitely a
comfortable
man.
in
Is he
it.
an old
Upstairs.
gentleman there?
So
An
could-
old man?
upstairs. there
Upstairs
is.
there is, yeah.
Yeah.
So could this be on the
Who's the
cards
guy
of
in the black
investigation?
coat?
Yeah, go for it.
That's why I
Yeah.
commented, Lou, your pub for an
Yeah.
investigation.
This what could be good about this if we've got a Wi-Fi link up here, we can actually do this as a live.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
that's
called
the
to the
Wi-Fi.
past, yeah.
Yeah,
That I think could be
Because
good.
they're really
We-
powerful.
so we could,
you know, yeah, but if you disturb somebody,
we
disturb
could
them in
actually
life,
make this
yeah,
our
it's
first
like,
live
very powerful,
investigation using this pub here. So we'll discuss that further as time goes on.
You need
Yeah.
locked off cameras, one in the corner there and one over there facing that way.
I
So
do
it catches everything.
intend to buy some night vision cameras.
And sound that but on the fireplace
Yeah.
there. Make sure the cat's not there because we'll hear it breathing down the phone, down that.
There was a thing, like about 2 years ago, and there was a massive, massive noise. And my ex-husband came downstairs, checked everywhere, nothing. Couldn't find anything at all, and then I looked back on the CCTV and it just seemed like one of the, what are they called? Them things.
Picture frames.
Yeah, one of them. Full, but it was as if someone had like picked it up,
Yeah.
pulled it
And
away
dropped
from
it.
the wall, and then just dropped it.
Yeah.
Glass everywhere, everything. And then, who did I show it to? Chris and Carol, my mum's friends. They're both clairvoyants, and like I didn't realise, but afterwards they pointed it out. Like there's like a big opening. I really wish I had the CCTV. And there's just orbs flying out of everywhere, and it's all coming from like the middle of the thought, like where your daughters are. Like it was weird. But then the bloke upstairs, I don't know who he is, what he wants, but he plays Bigaboo, and it drives me crazy. Sitting in the living room, puppies running around, the staffies running around, and then you just see this face go. Ugh.
That's another thing, isn't it? Where he's just showing his what he's like, part of his life. Yeah.
But there's nothing nasty though. It's all.
Oh, there is one.
Oh, is
Yeah,
there?
that's,
Yeah.
One of the men
That's the
is
dad.
quite there is something
Yeah.
there is something very
that's the one in the dad quote.
Yeah.
When,
Cool.
I know
Angry.
this sounds stupid and ridiculous, but when I've got a man in my life, he acts up. He'll try and hurt me.
Oh right.
Yeah, it's acting possessive when we use it.
Yeah.
How dare you go with
Dance
somebody
at me,
else?
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
some people are in purgatory and they can stay here,
Yeah,
and you know, and they feed off the living.
yeah. It's like them in Gettysburg. They're all trapped. Every
But
single
he
one of them.
feeds off my fear, yeah, so the more scared I am,
Yeah.
the stronger he becomes.
Well, I don't know about stronger, because but that, you know, because there is no evil, there is no devil. I mean, that's bullshit. I mean, I knew this from a kid. You know,
I disagree.
you know, there's no God. God was created so man could accept being ruled by one person, like a fucking king or a queen. Sorry, I'm swearing again. But yeah, I don't know if you agree with me with that. Yeah, it's you know, it's bloody well full of fucking shit.
Right, do you want to pause for a minute?
Yeah, you will.
What we're going to do now, my paranormal investigator in Buckinghamshire has caught some EVPs, which we believe to be Ruth Ellis and what's his name, David Blakely. I'm going to play that for you now. Bear in mind, I don't know how we all feel about telephone apps for ghost hunting. This was captured on an app. It's a free download from Amazon. I've played with it at home, and I've caught bits on it at home, which I didn't expect to. But this one has come highly recommended. I'll give you more details on that. Your finger's on the lens, Lauren. I'll give you more
No, it isn't.
details on that
You can't see my finger.
on after. But we'll play this now. Hopefully the camera will hear it as well.
Do you make him closer?
So I have cleaned this up a bit and I've shortened it. The full one is quite long. Okay. I will upload this to the group so you can all hear it properly.
That's the one with the man's voice still.
The female said behind you, and the chap just gave his name, David.
Yeah.
Whether it is David Blakely and Ruth Ellis, we don't know, obviously.
It's a shame he dad's not here because he'll know instantly if she's because he's met her. He met her
Yeah,
in the
but
1960s, early 70s.
I will upload this video to the group. Has anybody got any views on apps, free downloadable apps for ghost hunting?
I think there is a pro and a con because
I don't really
they
like
can't be 100% pure
Yeah.
in the idea of it.
I don't really like them. Anything to do with that is fabricated to me, but everything to do with that is not, because it's direct.
Yes,
Full
exactly. It
contact.
can easily be
Yeah, manipulated
moulded
with that,
into it.
moulded to
Somebody
it.
can easily just put something out there.
It could have been hacked. And
That's
Could
what
be hacked,
in,
yeah.
Could be, Google could be doing it, anybody could be doing it, really. Whereas this, you're just switching it on and putting it on the table. And
Exactly.
if you get a voice, it's definitely not Google.
Exactly. You know from
You
one
know
area
damn
it's
well
come from.
where it's come from. Yeah.
I mean, the CV recorder I've got here, I've seen
Even they're
this
good as
used
well.
on a few
Yes, yeah.
YouTube
Yeah.
videos, and it seems to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do work.
And it's not an expensive piece, yeah. So no, it seems to work.
Because they can pick up things we can't hear.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I've got 3 or 4 apps on the phone which I will be trialling. So we'll
Yeah.
just see. But obviously that alongside this,
It is worth trying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
So
myself
give it a go.
personally, I think these are manufactured to just get money out of people, the apps and stuff
but
like
most
that.
of the apps are
downloading
free.
this,
They
yeah.
earn money from the advertising,
Yeah,
don't they?
that's how they do it, yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas that, you just go in Argos and get one and just record something.
Exactly. There's
So
no way
there's no way
somebody
anyone
else
can fiddle it.
plant anything with
No.
it.
As with regards to the apps, it's like you're willing to give anything.
Exactly.
Really,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's going to be evidence in the day, you're going to try it out.
Yeah. So obviously the equipment is expensive. There's a lot more equipment I want to get yet,
Yeah.
but it's got to be as and when. Yeah. I've not monetised the YouTube channel. I do intend to. But the days of making big money from YouTube is long gone. I think the best we can hope to achieve is to cover costs.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we'll look at that as time goes on.
Your own mobile phones as well are an ideal device because whatever that mobile phone's filming is there right in front of you. Nobody can manipulate it. Because you can't plug that in and manipulate unless you've got some of the size of this table and you can manipulate images. What that can pick up, your mobile phone camera, or normal cameras can't see it.
Yeah.
It gets the ions in the atmosphere, and anything that's moving in it, that'll pick it up. Your mobile phone cameras.
I know when Darren did this, he switched off
Everything.
Wi-Fi, he switched off, made sure that his phone had no communication possible with the outside world. So it was basically like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did it on his phone?
On his phone.
Yeah, I debunk everything. I get rid of idiot or devices or anything like that. I debunk the these apps and other things like that to prove spirits actually exist. And I've found it.
Talking to be done debunking, there's a chap on YouTube called The Shape. Has
Yeah.
anybody seen him?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's worth a watch, he's worth subscribing to.
The what? The shape?
The Shape, yeah. He looks at a lot of paranormal videos.
Yeah, tonight.
He has proved some convincing stuff to be fake.
Yeah.
He's a very clever chap, and he's good at what he does, and he's well worth subscribing to if you haven't done.
But I've been with this guy in the shop. We've actually, on the CCTV camera, I know he's not got nothing plugged in to any device, secret device or anything, and he's just bare camera looking at something, and we've seen an object about that size flying, changing shape and going through a wall. How can you false that?
Okay, so what about investigations? What thoughts have we got? What sort of places do we want to do?
Oh yeah, with the shop in Bangor, I heard lots in the basement.
What of the air
of the
ambulance?
air ambulance. I know you would.
Oh yeah, there is. Yeah.
You probably wouldn't get
Yeah.
any clearance to investigate there. You probably wouldn't. But I won't stay in the basement on my own. It's a horrible. I've been there for 3 years, as you well know.
Yeah.
You know the cat shop as well? That's haunted as hell. My nephew works there, and he said he's had the coat racks rattling. As he
But
looked at
there
it.
was a
What the hell's
gentleman
that?
who was found up above the Wales Air Ambulance. He was found dead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he committed suicide.
A few years ago.
yeah. My mate knows
He
it.
used to run it was a sweet shop.
Sweet shop,
wasn't
that's it. Yeah.
He
yeah.
ran the sweet
He
shop.
only-
And
he
he
killed
lost
himself.
an awful lot of weight and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But
He shocked me, mate, he
in the
didn't know I
basement
did
of
it.
the air ambulance, I won't go down there on my own.
No.
And from the word go, I always
He was
said
found
to-
dead
I
at the
al-
back of it, wasn't he?
I
Yeah.
always said to the staff there, you know, I said there is something here.
It's unfortunate. There's a lot of places like this that will never get permission to investigate.
I know 100%.
And it's a shame, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, the only way we can get permission to investigate somewhere like that is if that shop closes down and it's empty, and we can contact the landlord.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then,
before the air
you know.
ambulance was there, it was they used it as a gym, didn't they?
Yeah, gym. Yeah, before,
quite a
yeah,
few
the
of
gym,
the
yeah.
quite a few of the people in the gym wouldn't stay in there long.
Right.
But there's something horrid down there. You feel as if, do you know when somebody's looking at you, but you get the impression they're looking through you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Since the word go, that's all I.
As soon as you walk
in
into the place, you get you stare.
it's not so much on the
Yeah.
shop, but when
Weird.
when the shop's closed. It
Well,
seems
even
to
my
be
mate
more-
Dave
more
Sweet,
common.
you know Dave Sweets that used to do the market stall?
Yeah.
It was his mate who killed himself in that shop.
Yes.
And he wants to know why he did it, and he's been wondering why. So Darren
I
said to me,
can hear
why
things.
he did it, I don't
can
know.
hear things in the shop.
Yeah.
I can hear things, but it is
And
quite a
has
freaky place.
Kat experienced this as well, or?
Cat hasn't. Sean doesn't feel comfortable.
Mm.
There's a couple of volunteers who don't feel comfortable down there at all.
See,
It's not the fella that committed suicide.
No, it's not
it
him.
was before then, because
Before
when it was
then,
St
yeah.
David's,
Yeah.
It used to be
bad
old
then.
fashioned, you know, the one that sells the uniforms, yeah. Johnny. Even him and his wife, I was speaking to his wife a few weeks back, and I was telling her what I could feel sense here, and she said even then it was happening.
Yeah.
So
See,
it's
some
going
people
back
are more
15,
sensitive to
20
it than others,
years.
aren't they?
yeah, yeah.
So, okay, so.
And it's just a shame really,
Yeah.
because it's quite a big building as well.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how do we feel about doing a cemetery?
Cemeteries
Oh,
don't
right.
bother me.
I live on the road too.
Cemeteries don't bother me. I live opposite one.
Well, I'm looking at the one across the road from you, not the big one,
Yeah.
but over the road.
Or the old one, yeah.
They don't use that for burials anymore,
No,
do they?
no, they do not.
I think that could be.
Yes, because there has been a site, there was a photo a couple of years ago
What's that?
of one of the wardens actually having a photo taken, and two shadows appeared behind him, and then one was not his. One was right behind him, and the other one was slightly to the side, and there was only him and the cameraman that was in that cemetery at the time.
I quite fancy investigating that cemetery. I think that could be.
Need night vision for that one.
I think that could be. But again, we're waiting for the night vision camera.
That's
This
the thing
is-
too, because there's lighting from the streets,
Yeah.
so the place is quite lit up too.
Yeah.
Ah, right, yeah.
So quite often you don't really, because I've gone there late at night when I was younger.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts, anybody?
Viv, you said there was this wrecked ship somewhere that you wanted to investigate. Where was that again?
Yeah, we've had to change direction on that a little bit.
Right.
It's at Mulver, yeah?
Right.
But we've since learned that the actual wreck is about maybe a quarter of a mile further up the shore to where we were.
Yeah, Mike's metal detected it.
And it's very
Yeah, that's
difficult
from there as well.
to get to.
So that's scrap now, is it?
It's not scrapped, because I say probably anywhere along that shoreline could be pretty good, but the closer to the wreck we get, I think the better it will be.
Okay.
So for now, that's still being researched, as is the Ruth Ellis one. That's still being researched.
Okay.
Yeah,
Since the WD-40 fire
but
stank before.
from what I've
Fucking
seen
oil
and
on it,
heard
balls
today, I think Ruth Ellis is going to get the green light. I think we'll certainly go for the Ruth Ellis one. Yeah, but Mulver is still being researched. Any other thoughts?
You know what I
Anybody?
find interesting is Penmon.
Penman?
Penmon Point on Anglesey
Right.
Oh, yeah.
with the monks.
Yeah, I've metal detected in that place, yeah.
My father.
We had an eerie feeling there as well.
My dad is one of the biggest skeptics you will ever meet.
Right,
He
Gwen.
does not believe anything at all.
Dad,
He's adamant
should
he's all the
I
monks. you
should
know.
I talk about the little boy that I saw?
I'll tell you, yes, we'll come to that in a minute, but I just want to pick up on one thing here about sceptics, yeah, and people that don't believe. I truly believe that with Gwen, in the case of Gwen, a ghost could walk up to her and smack her in the face,
And she'd still
and she'd
say,
still explain it away as something else. Yeah, she'd just, you know, I don't think it matters what evidence we give her.
But I think that would be an interesting one to do. Yeah, take her to Penmon. My dad's biggest sceptic ever, and him and his friend, they were night fishing. They were just night fishing as they did, and he's adamant. He's
So I've tried googling local hauntings, local ghost sightings and such forth. Unfortunately, all it really brings up is castles and pubs and you know.
And the locking in Anglesey.
It's getting permission to do these places, yeah. Obviously, derelict buildings is another thing.
They're starting work on that Milford Hospital. Seems like a lot have gone in there.
I went and looked
That
at
place,
it the other week.
Oh, grief, that's terrible.
I went and looked at
I
it.
went into the other, you know what they're using the college now in at the top. I went in there with Mike, who was doing his a degree, and he went in there. I went massively cold, and I could sense the nurses going through the corridors and opening the doors and everything. I could see them in the green dresses, green uniforms, and the hats, everything. I could sense it. I said, Mike, I've got to get out of here.
I'm sure they're starting work on Minford before.
Minford would
That
be a
is
good
terrible,
one
that
to do.
hospital.
That would be
How the hell they can work in there, I don't know.
But obviously
Would
with,
you need permission for
places like that,
anyone
we've got to be prepared to trespass.
I'm happy with that.
You know,
St David's and Harlech.
you know. So that's something we can discuss later on. But I want Lauren to tell us her story. As I mean, Lauren's only 11. This was how long ago, Lauren?
I think it was when I was 7 or 8.
Yeah, so this was a couple of years ago now. I'll let you tell it, Lauren. Go on.
So, it was like in the middle of the night, and I had this dream that I was in a jungle, and there was elephants stomping on top of me. It was a really weird dream, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and I saw, like, it was in my dream, but it looked like there was a spider crawling on the wall, so I smacked it, but it disappeared. And then I heard someone knocking on my bedroom door, so I went to go check it, like just check what it was, and then there was this little boy, like, he was like this tall-ish, but he was 2D, he was not a human, and he was black and white and pixelated, and like, I asked him, who are you? And he didn't say anything back, and then he just started dancing and singing. I was like, shh, my mum and dad are still asleep, and then he just disappeared. So I don't know what happened to him, I haven't seen him since.
What house was this in?
In where we are now. But when I just asked her about it, she was adamant that at that point she was awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was awake.
She was adamant that she was awake at that point.
I was exactly awake.
Although she had woken from a dream.
You live slightly at the top, don't you?
We're in the middle.
Because I
Yeah, in the
went
middle,
back to
yeah, right.
sleep.
Yeah, because at moment
How old are
you're
them
in
houses?
between two
1930s?
planes.
Yeah, got
Yeah, that's it.
And
Yeah.
awake. So you're more susceptible to.
Yeah, but I was awake.
That's what I mean.
We've
because
had
you have
That's
and
what she's
half.
seen.
we've had one or
You're
two
more
unexplainable
susceptible to
bits, you know,
spirits
but nothing serious. Nothing serious.
But I did hear a voice when I was sleeping, I think it was last week. I was sleeping and I think I heard his voice when I was sleeping. I was falling asleep and I heard a little boy's voice, and you know, I said hello, but I didn't hear anything else, so I just went back to sleep, thought it was nothing.
So I've had a couple of occasions when I think this little boy of yours, yeah, has played with your doll's house furniture. Yeah, and I say that because I was, you know, the computer's in the spare room, as your doll's house was up until last week, wasn't it? Yeah, and I was working on the computer, and I went down to make a coffee or do something, I can't remember what now. Yeah, but when I came back up, doll's house furniture was over the floor, and there was only me in the house, and it wasn't on the floor when I went down.
That's
Yeah.
creepy.
How old did you say you were?
Huh?
Roundabout.
Sorry?
How old?
Spare room.
Yes.
About 6, 7.
Yeah, but no, like 7, 8 ish.
Yeah,
Use the
right.
doll's house furniture and
There is
see
35 children where
these
your
papers
houses
all
are
around it,
died
leave it on,
of
leave
a
it
plague
there, and then just leave it on camera,
in
and
Carnarvon.
then they usually move it.
35 children died of a plague in that
They
area.
usually, people just usually do the cross.
Yeah.
Like,
There was
for
46 in
any
Bangor.
exorcism,
That's a good idea.
Children
yeah.
died.
bigger objects, fantastic
Yeah.
things to use.
You've witnessed
But
one
make
of them.
sure that what you're putting on is
There's
got a bit of
some of
weight
the
to it,
people in the
so
houses
wind.
have also
That's
witnessed
where
other
you also
incidents as
do the
well.
outline of it.
Yeah, you draw
So
around
then
it.
Did you know about that, Viv?
Play and
What's
see
that?
and then
35 kids died at where your housing estate is, of a plague.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's 46 in Bangor.
Did I mention that the boy looked like he was like 3 or 4? 3, 4, 5-ish.
Yeah, different ages they died of, and they're still some. Most people in those houses have seen images of little girls and little boys as well. Little kids, mostly kids.
I've got 2 in my house.
Because, like, the boy...
Most of the houses are.
The boy looked like if you would draw on a piece of paper and he came out, but he wasn't 3D.
There's a massive plague in
He
Canada.
was like still
1920s,
2D.
1890s,
Like,
one in
12
1920s and one in
like,
1932.
It's like if
Yeah.
you talk to a human.
You know when the
it's like
floods
I was-
came, when the
it's like
floods was
I
there in
talking
Canada,
to a
when
piece
they
of
were all
paper.
looking under the bridge, you know,
That's
massive flood,
what I
dirty
felt like,
sewage
but
water.
then, you know, I
Well,
thought
that's
it
when
was
it happened
nothing,
as
so
well.
I went back to sleep.
It's unbelievable how many kids died in that.
Okay, well, I've come to the end of my notes, so unless anybody's got anything else to... You've been quiet. Yeah. Let's have some input. Anything, anywhere particularly you want to investigate? How would you feel about going into a cemetery and dead of
I'm
night?
fine about that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cemeteries don't bother me in my eyes, they're sleeping.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's where the bodies, like, the
I
spirits
live-
are free.
I
Then
live right opposite
there's nothing
the
there.
one in Bangor.
There's
I live
nothing, the
right
people have
opposite,
gone,
so-
all it is a shell, there's nothing
exactly.
there. It's just it's the equivalent of taking the battery out of that phone and just burying it.
Yeah.
There's nothing there, because
I
the
mean-
person is gone.
The
They're born again now.
Yeah, the one thing I've heard, which I think is very true, is it's the living you need to fear.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I say that to my children quite often.
Yeah. I think...
It's not the dead you need to fear, it's the living.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the living
I
people,
think
yeah.
that's a very true, a very true saying.
There is a graveyard by Catherine's flat.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
There is a graveyard. I was walking to my friend's house and I heard something from the graveyard, which I was passing the graveyard. I did hear something, I couldn't make out what it was though. There was nobody in the graveyard, but I heard something.
Yeah, no, I quite fancy doing that.
Yeah.
Because it's close, yeah.
And other than the graveyard and any derelict buildings we can access,
Is there
I
Let's be
can't.
naughty.
I'll tell you where what I would like to do. You know, the mansion on the Carnarvon Road. What's it called?
Oh, yes.
Been empty for years, hasn't it?
Oh, the ones they've just been bought, haven't they?
Yes.
Oh, the
Yeah.
one on Bangor Road?
Yeah, the one on Bangor Road, yeah.
Not the main mansion.
The one that was
No,
burnt.
yeah.
Yes,
The one
right.
Further down.
Yeah,
Yes,
not the
yeah.
main mansion, but on the same land,
Yeah.
there's
there's
a block of
one.
houses, which were probably servants' quarters or something.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
by the seafront there,
Yes.
yeah.
I think they could be worth.
Yeah.
I don't know whether we'd get in them, but I think they could be worth a look at.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Even if we just got into the grounds, I think you could probably pick up maybe some good EVPs or something within the grounds. You know. I also want to go metal detecting now. I think it could be good. You know. Yeah. Okay. I think we can wrap this video up now. And all I can say is thank you for watching. You've now met the team. We hope you'll join us when we go out on some investigations.